of veterans and some hot quality numbers as well. Looks like DC, Darren Cable, Cave's in charge already. He loves this home crowd favourite here. Marty McGoldrick, a great start from Marty. He's right there handy to the pace. So 1 and 2, both in your 45 plus classes. A bunch of the young 35 to 44, younger veterans class, mixing it up in that top 3 as Marty McGoldrick off the side of the track. So already early on a bit of drama for the man all the way from Rangiora. Welcome to Marty McGoldrick, legend of South Island New Zealand motocross. He's out there, was up in the top 2 with a great start, now slipping back inside about 8th or 9th place, but this is all catch me if you can. Darren Capel, current New Zealand Veterans Motocross champion. He won that this year in the Central Hawke's Bay, the New Zealand Veterans Championships. Has a couple of wins already in the category in the calendar year. Was our premier veteran at the Honda VMX Vets Labour weekend. So this man knows when he weighs, former New Zealand motocross champion. And now calls the Whakatane his home. He's got a bit of pressure though, so it's 1-2 going into our stadium section. Brilliant stuff. So trying to catch a glimpse of our competitors. Great field of entries, massive fields, some real top quality names as well. As Veterans MX is supported to us by Bay Spreaders and Underwood and Wilkins. So Bay Spreaders, your ground spreading specialists in the Whakatane, and you've got Underwood and Wilkins, who have been sponsoring this event for the entire 51 years of its history. As we've got a bit of excitement coming through our feature line here. Shane Giles looks like he's up in that top 10, but it's Cameron Negus who's going to lead us here. Absolutely legend of New Zealand motocross. So he leads Darren Cable. Richard Horn is there. We've got Johnny Edwards, Damien Fogarty. Go Damien Fogarty under the top 5. Mary Morris is there in 6th place. Joel Annell is in 7th. Neil Thompson, Shane Giles and Mike Fleming. That will be our top 10 as we see the legend Cameron Negus. Absolutely brilliant to see this man already up into the lead of this one. We've got the change to second place. Richard Horn's gone past DC Darren Cable, so the update has been made. As our veterans flying into the top end of Aokaponga. This is going to be good. Richard Horn on that smaller 125, giving chase to Cameron Negus. Cam on the YZ250, so a couple of 2 strokes out in front. That's exciting for the fans here. As 2 different classes, you'll have Cam, he'll be out in the 45 plus, Richard will be the 35 plus, so 1 and 2 race leaders in their respective classes. Then you go back to Capes, sitting in 3rd place by the Promoto Mercury Yamaha. Absolutely fantastic race, all being set by the veterans. There's some good battles going on all throughout the racetrack. And this track is prepped up nicely, so a massive amount of overnight rain. I can't thank the club enough for the work they did this morning. And a big massive shout out to Ben Townley and the team for making this place absolutely breathtaking. The track's prepped up nicely, scenery's lovely, and Cameron Negus continues to lead us with about 6.5 minutes plus a lap remaining. So he leads Richard Horn, but there's not much in it, so that's a good little battle. Richard, purple lap time there, so slightly quicker than Cam. This is going to get exciting. As then you go back to Capes in 3rd place. Shooting back to, looks like Barry Morris has come up shrubs there, so he'll be in 4th place now. So that's another one of our 45 plus, former New Zealand motocross champion. Of course, it's home here in the Bay of Plenty, down the road in Road to Vegas, so great to have Barry Morris, former 125cc New Zealand champion, and he is leading business here at the moment. Johnny Edwards looking quick there in 5th place, so that'll be 2nd in class for our younger 35 plus veterans. As then we got some more excitement in there as well. 33 entries in all in our both veterans lineups. This is race 1, so it's a quick 10-minute moto. 10 minutes plus 1 lap. We're nearly halfway through it already. Cameron Negus, Richard Horn, Darren Cable, Barry Morris. Damien Fogarty's up into 5th place, so he is absolutely flying. Go Damien Fogarty and the Fog team on the Dawson Building Company. Kawasaki. That's young Daniel Fogarty as well. So the 2 Fogarty boys out there. Great to have them here. Always been a big part of New Zealand motocross. And Damien, just getting into his work, he's a little bit quicker than the members of the team around him, so he should be looking good for a bit of a late race charge here. As you see him flying down the back straight here. Meanwhile, no change to our race leading duo. Still Cam Negus leading Richard Moore, but there's not much in it. As we see them over the Tony Rees Motorcycles feature finish line. And then we go back, still Capes. Right in third place, right behind Cape, so Barry Morris is coming on that 1-250, so we've got some excitement with our 45 plus category. We've got Johnny just slipping back a little bit. Damien Fogarty's up into 5th place. Go Damien, that's fantastic. As we look out now, 33 strong field, it's Joel in there right in behind 6th place. Johnny Edwards now is in 7th. We've got Shane Giles charging through the pack as well. The man from the capital, he is in what will be 9th place there for him. As we've got Daniel Fogarty up into the top 10 with Neil Thompson slipping back to 10th place. Mike Fleming's there. Jeff Hall, go Jeff Hall, he's in the top 12. Go G, absolutely brilliant. As the star-studded veterans line up with about 3.5 minutes plus that lap to go. We're getting through our program well and truly now. And Neil, how good's this track? Look at how good's the 51st edition of the Summercross. Absolutely spectacular.
Man, I mean, just some of these names that have come out. It's almost like somebody told them it was going to be a reunion. It was going to be better than a New Year's Eve party for sure. I'd sacrifice a New Year's Eve party for any day of the week to see this. Look at this, Cam Negus, how good. How good to see Cam. We caught him, of course, at the Two-Stroke Nationals. What a cool event that was in 2023. And here he is still showing the class that that man's got. And, you know, once a champion, always a champion. A lot of people forget that he went overseas at the same time as Shane King. Didn't get the breaks that Shane got, but he was still a very good rider, and he made a name for himself. Quietly, he's so softly spoken, wouldn't even write a book about it, but he's got a great story to tell. The news we've got, Bradley, is that after this race, there will be a break on the program as we acknowledge the unveiling over there and do track maintenance for 30 minutes. So after this moto, there will be a break. So we're not having the next class on the line. We will be having a break on the program after this race. But bring it on, keep it going, Brad, with those vets. Some good, cool battles within the race there.
Absolutely brilliant. So the pace is hot, 2.5 minutes plus that lap remaining. Still unchanged. Cam Negus leads Richard Horn in 2nd place. So 2 respected race leaders. Cam Negus in that 45 plus category. You got Richard, he'll be leading 35 plus. Then you go back to Capes and Barry Morris. There's only about 1.2 seconds separating those two there. So Capes and Barry's going for it. Here we go with Damien Fogarty in 5th place. That'll be 2nd in class. You've got Joel Wannell there. That'll be a good quality top 7 result. Then we got Johnny Edwards, Shane Giles all the way down to 8th place. Damien Fogarty's getting quick as well. He's now up inside the top 10 with Neil Thompson hanging on to 10th place now. So that's a bit of an update of your top 10 in this beautiful day here. The 51st running of the Honda Summercross, and it is a good crowd. Pits looks fantastic as well, so if you are here at the venue, do run and have a look, get the posters, get the autographs, the open pit policy here, so you can go down and meet the riders, shake their hand, and soak it all in, as we've got 1.5 minutes remaining now. Where is our race leaders? Absolutely breathtaking down that back straight. So quick. And into the stadium section. So Cameron Negus, after a little bit of pressure was piled on by Richard Horn earlier on in this moto, he's responded nicely and has really got into his work. So that's the battle for the overall glory here in Veterans Motocross. He's got a decent lead in his respective class. 2nd place in this one is Darren Cable back in 3rd place. He's certainly got a fight on his hands as well. As we look out for Barry Morris riding behind the Cape. So man, there's some New Zealand royalty here. Absolute legends of New Zealand motocross. Duking it out in our 2 classes, brought to us by 60-40 Milky, the 45 plus veterans, and also Bay Sprinters bringing us the 35 plus category. So we've got those 2 classes out in one, and we're down to the final 30 seconds, so won't be far away now for that time to expire. Once the time expires, we get that one more feature lap in. And how good does this place look? An amazing amount of overnight rain, absolutely torrential downpour overnight, and the track crew turned up here this morning, straight at daybreak, got into the machines, got the stuff off the top, and underneath is beautifully presented Awapaponga racetrack. And we're in for a real treat. We've got star-studded lineups in both MX1 and MX2. Real good field of entries in our women's and our awesome MX3. And the highlight of the summer cross really is the youth MX class, the 14-year-olds right up to 21-year-olds, and some real star-studded juniors have made the excitement here today. So plenty to look out for on the program. With time about to expire, and we've got Cameron Eggers leading Richard Horn. So we're not far now until the white flag will come out. And what a frantic pace we've got already, Neil.
Well, here we are with that epic finale to come on home, and remembering the mix-up of the classes. They appear to be all as one, but they are actually two different age groups, 35, 44, and then to 45 years plus. And I think that as this field all accumulates together at 33 riders, man, oh man, are we lined up for a big one here at the moment. Cam from that 45 and over class, he's your front runner. Got Barry Morris in third place, and he's second. Then go to Darren Cable. So three of your top four are the older vets. You younger vets getting a bit of a hammering there at the moment. So that is super spectacular. I tell you who we got here today, royalty in the form of world over 50s champion and Tony Cooksley as well. So great to have these kind of numbers with us, Brad. So that's pretty spectacular. We've got a few bit of news items and updates to give you after this race, but rock us to the end.
All right, here it is. We've got one all lap to go, and the white flag is out. So Cam Negus got a bit of a battle on his hands. Richard Horn's found a little bit of late race pace. And these guys are going at it at the top end. Down the step down they go. Can Cam hang on? There'll be no question about how fit this man is. One of the fittest men in New Zealand motocross all throughout his career. And he's high flying over the power farming double now at the moment. There's still plenty of traction, plenty of excitement. 220 leads to 394. They are at the top end now. You go back a little way. The DC Darren Cable legend calls this plenty his home now, formerly of Taupo, but he's loving his moto here at the moment. He's leading top two in our 45 plus class, third in the race. Barry Morris is there, and that will be third in class, fourth in the race for Baz. He's loving this. As then we catch an update. All right, final lap, and our race leaders screaming down the stadium section. It is still Cam Negus hanging on to this one here. Richard Horn right on the back wheel, but it may just about have been enough. The man from Rotor Vegas, he's absolutely on fire here today. Didn't get the whole shot, but quickly got his way into the lead. Managed the race beautifully. Race one glory for the 220. Cam Negus takes Moto 1 here. Richard Horn's going to come home right behind him. That will also be a Moto win for Rich. On the Bike Talk Gas, he'll be there to win the 35 to 44 class. And then we'll look at, will it be Baz? Will it be DC? We'll let it unfold now. It is Baz got the advantage here at the moment, so Barry has inherited third place. Capes is coming down the stadium section now, so Barry, a bit of late race magic for him. Capes has been relegated, so you have to go back a long way before Capes has finished in the top three in third place. I tell you what, he's won a lot of motos in 45 plus veterans racing. And with Cam Negus, Barry Morris here, some absolute legends in New Zealand motocross. This is a real star-studded veterans lineup, so spectacular racing. Baz comes through, he'll lock away. Third in the race, second in class. Here's Capes coming through on the Pro Moto Blue through Yamaha. That'll be a top three result for him in class. Then we're looking out for, we've got Joel coming through. That'll be a top two result in 35 plus veterans route. And how about Damien Fogarty? Here it is. This is going to be a podium for him in that 35 plus. I've seen Damien Fogarty jump 17 cars at an international speedway. This was a stunt show from a few years ago. And now brilliant to have Damien Fogarty and the whole Fogarty team here. Big part of the summer cross over the last handful of decades in New Zealand motocross. So that's a wrap of our New Zealand veterans. Thank you to 6040 Milking and also to Bay Spreaders. They were our feature sponsors for those two respective classes. Just like Neil update, we're going to have a little break on the program. He'll enlighten you a little bit more about what's going on, and we'll get back into some more racing in about half an hour's time.
Right, so in respect for the unveiling up at the cemetery, which is behind the trees as well, and as you can appreciate with the track, we've got a lot more maintenance to do to make it survivable for the riders and our champions for the rest of the day. So we are taking a break now. We are taking a break from racing, so there's nobody on the start line. So we are taking a break at this point. We'll be keeping it a little bit quieter here on the PA as well. Want to do a few shout-outs. First of all, for the helicopter rides. Helicopter rides operating for only around the next hour or so. So, and only $30. $30. It'll operate from over by the mini track. Yesterday you can see it parked over there. 30. You heard it, 30. Go and ask for a helicopter ride somewhere. You'll put a 0 on the end of that for sure. So just $30 for a helicopter ride. Take your phone, take some shots, take a camera. Maybe it's somebody that's had a birthday or did exceptionally well yesterday. You want to give them some reward. So what about a helicopter ride? Not here all day, only operating for the next approximately 1 hour. So, and a good opportunity to do so when there's no racing going on, so you won't miss anything as well. Want to do a shout out for